Redline really fits into all of lubricants as the highest grade product you can physically buy. When you look around the building at the various raw materials, you don't see a lot of cheap stuff here. So it's the creme de la creme of raw materials.
Most important feature of an engine oil is to reduce friction. The other aspect of an engine oil is to cool the engine or to cool the moving parts. About 30% of the heat is conducted away from the engine through the lubricant. And then the third aspect is containment of all the contaminants, because this is a very dirty environment. The main difference between the Redline lubricants and most of the standard lubricants is the base stocks used. The main benefits of an ester PAO blend like Redline relative to the Group 3 synthetic is they provide much better fuel efficiency, and also they'll provide better wear protection. We have done a lot of our development work with racing teams using factory cars, but under extreme conditions.
Motor racing is the first 20% of the business. 80% of what we do at Redline involves something with a license plate. A lot of times they're enthusiastic, smart car owners that have done their investigation and know that Redline products are the highest quality product.
We're very proud to be part of the Phillips 66 family. It's infectious, the amount of pride that employees here at Redline have in everything that they do. Going forward, it's really targeting the markets that we believe we can continue to grow and complement the Phillips 66 portfolio of finished lubricants.
Providing energy, improving lives. It's what we do at Phillips 66. It's our job to deliver energy that heats your home, fuels your car, and makes life easier. Our midstream business moves crude oil, refined products, natural gas, and natural gas liquids to where they're needed. Pipelines are a big part of that. But the only time you probably think about them is when a company wants to build one or when there's an incident. That's when most folks wonder about safety. Safety, honor, and commitment are our core values. They guide everything we do. Here's some hard data. Pipelines move petroleum products safely more than 99.999% of the time. The National Transportation Safety Board says pipelines are the safest way to carry energy products, safer than trains, boats, or tanker trucks, and it's getting safer. Pipeline operators have reduced leaks of more than 500 barrels by 32% since 2011. Most spills don't impact people or the environment. In 2015, 71% were completely contained and cleaned up within operators' storage or pumping facilities. Those numbers are good. We're working to make them better. Let's dig deeper. Pipelines carry crude oil from production areas to refineries, then carry refined products like gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel to storage and distribution terminals. Pipelines are made of steel, and new pipelines are double protected against corrosion with a fusion bond epoxy coating and an electrochemical process called cathodic protection. Federal and state regulations are strict, and often Phillips 66 is even stricter. Keeping communities and people safe is our top priority. Our goal is zero incidents. That starts with construction. From the time we place an order for new pipe, we check and recheck it for safety, and we never stop. We follow precise design and construction standards. Pipes are always custom built, and we inspect the mills doing the work. We treat every step as if it were under the strictest regulations, even when it's not. Pipes are pressure tested in the mills, and before a new pipeline goes into service, we hydro test them by running water through the pipes at higher than normal operating pressures, just to be sure. We're required to X-ray 10% of welds on newly constructed pipelines. We X-ray 100% of welds. We install pipelines as far from where people live or other environmentally sensitive areas whenever possible. We drill under water crossings and roads to protect the pipelines, place shutoff valves where it's safest, and take steps to protect against accidental damage. When a pipeline passes every test, gets installed to our exact standards, and is finally carrying energy products, we're still watching everything 24/7. Our highly trained operators are on duty in a state-of-the-art control center, constantly monitoring data and ready to quickly shut down a pipeline if they detect a problem. We also train emergency responders and educate people living near pipelines to report anything that looks, smells, or sounds unusual, and to always call 811 to locate pipelines before they dig. Pipelines are an efficient, safe, and cost-effective way to move products that make life more comfortable. At every step of the way, we live by our core values. Safety. We protect each other, our environment, and our communities. Honor. We do the right thing, always. Commitment. We're inspired to achieve the highest levels of performance in everything we do. It's how we conduct business at Phillips 66 day in and day out.
When you go through a stressful time in your life, your body reacts by raising stress hormones and blood pressure levels to help protect you. But living in a constant state of stress over a long period of time, called chronic stress, can harm your immune system, making you more prone to accidents and illness. It can also contribute to long-term problems for heart and blood vessels, and some experts think it causes 50% of all disease. There are many sources of stress in our lives, like sitting in traffic every day, job and family demands, and a lack of sleep and poor diet. While you can't eliminate all stress from your life, you can effectively manage it with some proven mental and physical techniques. Change your attitude. Focus on the things you can change instead of the things you can't. Replace negative thoughts with positive ones. Look at the big picture to identify what truly matters. Recognize that you have choices in almost every situation. Work it out. Exercise is the simplest way to reduce stress, as well as the risk of many diseases and depression. It produces endorphins, natural brain chemicals that make you feel good and decrease pain. Choose an exercise that you enjoy to get started. Over time, you may find other forms of exercise that you enjoy as well. Get more Z's. Most adults don't get the recommended 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night. Sleep affects your mood, memory, and ability to pay attention, so put the cell phone down at night. Breathe and stretch. Try deep breathing, yoga, meditation, and stretching exercises to relax muscles, bring in more oxygen, and calm your mind. Set goals. Set realistic and attainable goals to help keep your purpose in mind. Write them down, plan for how you're going to achieve them, and follow through. So while you certainly can't eliminate all stress from your life, you can effectively manage stress with these proven techniques and skills. For more information, visit the Phillips 66 EAP Resources for Living site at link66/RFL. Presented by Phillips 66 Fitness Services.